Have you ever wanted your own TV show? Have you dreamed of showcasing your talent for the world to see? Well, now you can. Have your own TV show. You can have your own 30-minute show. Not only will you be seen in the Detroit area, but you can be viewed worldwide. Be seen on WHPR Detroit Live, Comcast Cable Channel 91, on the web at TV33WHPR.com, with the TV33 app, on Roku, Google TV, Apple TV, and on Amazon Fire TV. Act now. Time slots are limited. Sign up today and get a free replay with the purchase of your time slot. For more information, call 313-868-6612. Visit our studios and receive a free TV interview to promote your business, church, or organization by appointment only.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and us. This is the Talk Beat Jones, and I am Billy E. Jones. And, you know, family, it's a wonderful day, a beautiful day. Why? Because you're alive. You're alive. You're alive. You're able to breathe, and you're able to feel that you've got an opportunity to move things around today. What you're moving? Your life. Your life. It feels so good. I'm smiling. They tell me that the COVID-19 is up. The rates are still going up, but the shots are going out more extensively now. I'm thinking as I'm talking to you, because as we go around the world and we talk to people and we have people talking to us, I just want to say thank you very much for all of the wonderful shares and the likes, and it's been so positive, the things that you've said about the Talk Beat Jones, and the fact that, yes, we are talking in a fashion so that you too can see how to talk with your family, with your friends, and if you're talking politics, you're able to go in to see how it's done. And not saying that we have the perfect model, the template, but we're saying that we're everyday people like you. And when my co-hosts, Michelle and Mr. Leo, when they speak, they're speaking for themselves, and they know that I speak for myself. So we don't have to look over the shoulder and see, do I have to agree with what Billy said or what Michelle said or what Mr. Leo said? No. They're speaking for themselves, and that's what we're saying to you. You have the opportunity to speak for yourself, because remember, it's your opinion, and everybody's opinion is the best opinion in the world. Why? Because it's yours. So remember, family, time to share, time to talk, and time to like. And remember, every Wednesday, we're on the air at 10 a.m. That's right, 10 a.m. You've got the Talk Beat Jones, and we want you to share it because other folks later may have the opportunity to say, I wonder what went on. And if you notice, it's not just for the day. We give you a large coverage of various different things and break it down. It works this way on the Talk Beat Jones. Prepare to call us, prepare to talk, and listen. And if there's something that you want to add or something that you want to bring to the table, of course, you have that opportunity to call us and talk. And remember, your conversation goes around the world. And to the young lady that called me from Philadelphia to let me know that she would like to appear on the program and talk about a program for homes for homeless mothers and children, or not just necessarily homeless mothers and children, but family shelters for women and children. And she's in Philadelphia, so we'll see if we can't get that conversation going one day. But as we continue with our Talk Beat Jones, again, I want to introduce myself. I am Billy Jones, been a media journalist for many, 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 many years. And I want to say this to the family. Sometimes, and I hope that you will use this as an understanding, sometimes we get behind the microphone on our shows and we get empowered. And I want to say that I made a mistake. I made a mistake last week. I mentioned that we talk about various things, and I was talking about the Black Caucus, and I said, ooh, ooh, and I spoke as a representative of Detroit, and believe me this, I only gave you my opinion because I'm a person that admires late Congressman John Conyers, and I was a little emotional. So family around the world and such, remember, when a person is talking, and that should be a lesson per se to all persons. You got people doing podcasts, people doing shows that whatever they're on, but they're giving you their opinion. And when they say, I'm here and I represent Detroit, or I represent Oakland, or I represent Philadelphia, or I represent Timbuktu or whatever, remember, did you elect that person to represent you? No, no. They're talking, and remember, I go to the bathroom like you, so my opinion get flushed. Can I see who I have on the phone with me first of all? Do I have anyone with me that's, at this point? Hello?
Hello, this is Michelle Broughton.
Oh, hello, Miss Michelle Broughton. I practice saying your name.
Yes, yes.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if I have someone else, okay? Yes. Do I have someone else on this line? Can you give me your name and where you're calling from, please?
My name is Leo Bazile.
And we're going to bring you, hold on, Leo, we're going to bring you up.
All right.
Let's see if we can get you tuned in here. Speak to me.
1, 2, 3. I'm
Good.
here in Oakland, California.
Okay, your man, Timmy Tim, got you hooked up.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Hold on, please. Now, let's start off, Michelle.
Yes.
Let's have you give us some information that you may want to give now. You want to give it a little later. Well, about for people in Highland Park, people in Detroit.
Oh, Highland Park in Detroit. Michelle Broughton, I'm here to let you know this is spring cleanup.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time, though, contacting somebody. I guess it's COVID. So my thing is, during spring cleanup, usually neighbors, neighborhoods, block clubs get together and clean up. But did you know you can have a dumpster come to your area free from the county, and Wayne County services Highland Park and Detroit? You have to call in, give them a date. They will come and drop it, and then you fill it up, and then they will come and pick it up. And that's a part of keeping our neighborhood beautiful, my street beautiful, the cities of Detroit and Highland Park beautiful.
Okay. And anything else?
Well, you know, we are coming up in the political year.
Come
and
on.
I am a precinct delegate. So if I speak for my precinct, people who voted for me, yeah.
Okay. Now, for people that are listening, because again, you know, I do things, I know some things, but I act like I don't because again, we are wanting folks that can't ask these questions to have these questions asked because they're wondering, what is a precinct delegate for people around the world to understand how it operates in Detroit, Michigan?
Okay. In Detroit, Michigan, the precinct delegate is the person that is elected by the people or the area they serve. So I have under me roughly 800 homes. And within that square area, my job is to bring forth all information for our community concerning the politics of the city, the state, the county, any information to help the neighborhood and the neighbors have quality of life.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the meetings, we have district meetings, and I bring our concerns to those meetings and report back to the block clubs and neighbors.
Oh.
So we're like a liaison for the community.
Okay.
But elected by the people.
Elected by the people to be a spokesperson for the folks that you live and represent in that area, correct?
Yes.
So if the people in those areas have complaints, then it is you to contact and the office of the people that are responsible to get things turned around, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Like I give them the phone number to the mayor's office, city council, Wayne County commissioner, whatever it applies. Those are the offices that we go and talk to get the job done.
Do those neighbors contact you concerning COVID information?
COVID?
Yes.
Well, only the seniors, because some don't have the ability to get on a computer. So in Detroit, the message is pretty good. I haven't seen any flyers. There are flyers, but they haven't come to the doorstep. So what I personally have done was go to the health department, pick up the literature, and bring it back. So they need to read it for themselves. So I don't give them the wrong information.
Okay. Do this for me. Stay where you are. Mr. Leo Brazil.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm beautiful. It's a sunrise here in California. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, or 7 or so in the morning, and such a beautiful Bay Area day. Listening to Michelle talking about spring cleanup.
Wait.
That time of the year.
Okay, now let's get to you, because remember, we can't have cha-cha. We got to get this baba.
All right.
Okay. Voter suppression that's going on in Georgia. Can you talk about that?
It's going on all over the country.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Okay, but we're talking about the bill that they signed, and correct me as I go along with this question. I need you to elaborate if you can. If not, I'll move on. But I need to understand about the fact that is the bill been passed. I want the world to understand, and the rest of the nation that's listening to know for sure, did the bill pass in Georgia that represent voter suppression?
Yes, it did pass, and that's what it represents, but that's not what they called it.
I really don't mind what they called, but it was signed, and you're going to give us what it's called, etc. I'm just trying to get the information out. And what I do is I speak like the layperson. I speak like the person that don't know. If I want to be the educated person to tell you all of the, the fine print, I could do that. But I like to speak so that people can have it explained to them. So we do slang somewhat, so that you educated folks, Stanford and council person and Michelle, y'all can break it down to how folks of that other speaking English style can do it. So to be specific, they have a bill that they put together in Georgia that was to cause black folks a problem in going to vote. Can you break that down for me, please?
Well, you characterized it the way you characterized it. They characterized it differently, and that's what I was trying to explain to you, is that they say this is simply cleaning up their voting process, and that's all they're doing. They're not trying to suppress anybody, and it's not racial and all this other kind of stuff. You and I know it's better because we know the history of what they've been doing all these years to try to keep us from exercising our power as citizens, and that's what it's about.
Okay, hold on, please. Michelle.
Yes.
Do you know anything about the bill, about the situation in Atlanta, Georgia?
I know a little bit about it, what I've read in the paper.
Okay. See, this is where we're coming from, is that I'm aware. I have a sister, I used to call her Miss Oakland, who gave me a breakdown and to let us know that this is a template that another 43 states is trying to use in order to cause it whereby black folks will have problems going out to vote. They're taking away they're taking away the boxes where you can vote. What are they called? Do you remember?
The voting boxes?
The
ballot boxes?
The ballot boxes, drop boxes. And they're making it so that on a Sunday you can't go out like they were before, because they knew black folks had a situation where they were doing having caravans or folks.
Carpool, yes.
Yes.
Caravans, buses.
And they've also restricted the time that you can vote. And you can't, it's like, I don't understand. They're talking about, and this is another question for both, actually, or for anyone. Tim, can I get I want that telephone line, that 313-868 Yeah, that 0351. That's the one I want.
Can I throw out another tidbit real quick?
Go through all the numbers for you. 313-868-4336. Once again, that number is 313-868-4336. And we have the number 313-868-0351. 868-0351. Telephone, doorbell. 313-868-0342. 313-868-0342. Those are the numbers that you can call, but I see that the 0351 number is open now. So that's the question, are they using this situation to try to make it harder for black folks to be able to vote, or for folks to be able to vote, or what?
Am I on? Can I?
Yeah, you can jump in. I got you on a conference call.
Okay, really quick. We are very important to them. If our vote didn't count, they wouldn't be doing this. That's the thing. And they know how powerful the black vote is, because that's what we're talking about. So now they're going to make it difficult for you to accomplish that. But we're strong.
Okay, hold on. This is the Talk Beat Jones. I am Billy Jones. Can I get your first name? Where are you calling from, please?
Good morning. This is Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia. Can we bring her up, please? Sylvia, you got to speak up.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you got to. Where are you?
In the house.
I normally you speak louder.
As loud as I can get. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Any better?
Huh? Yes, sir.
Is it louder? Am I louder?
Now you're okay.
Oh, good morning to all.
Okay. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Oh, can Michelle, Lady Broughton over there, can she please give the number out for the dumpsters? Because I can share that with people that don't know, and they really need to get it together over there.
Okay, she can do that, but we're asking about the, I'm asking you, do you know anything about the boycott or about the voting situation they're talking about in Georgia?
Oh, yeah, I just saw it on Facebook, but I really didn't go through it. But it was naming the different companies that we need to boycott, and so that we can get that message out that, you don't play fair, then we won't pay your fare.
So here's what we're trying to spotlight. You see, in talking to certain people in different areas, and Leo and Michelle, I have it so that actually both of you can talk at the same time, or often talking without me saying you're on hold. This is what we're doing, is trying to find out. We have certain parts of the United States that says, "Oh, we're gung ho, and we're going to boycott this, and we got that going on," and then we got other parts of the United States that black folks don't have no idea, it's not really involved with it, and yet, when you talk to some black folks right now, they're already up and at it and saying, we are boycotting, and they did this, and they're stopping the black vote, they're suppressing the black vote. Do we have a part of the conversation in one part of the country and it's hyped up, and we don't have the part of that conversation in the other part of the country where we just chill? So the world, I want you to understand how things work, and you see how, even though they say the United States of America, and we talk about folks getting together doing things, it is still the divided states of America, and we still have folks operating dividedly and going about trying to take care of our business. Okay, Michelle?
Yes.
She was asking, could she get the telephone numbers, if you could, later, for the information about where they can call to get the dumpsters dealt with.
Okay, and I will also do that. And I'll preface it by, if COVID is hard for them to pick up, but it's your county commissioner's office. So everybody has one, and mine is Baker. And she's war on trash. And I'm sure if I give you this number, she can give you the number to your particular county commissioner, but it's through Wayne County. So if I can, the phone number is 313
Mm-hmm.
224
Mm-hmm.
0881.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You got that, Sylvia?
Thank you.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
Is there anything you want to add, Sylvia?
No, I will continue to listen, and I'm going to look up that information about the boycott, and I'll call you back.
Oh, would you please? I appreciate that.
Yes.
Mhm,
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Leo,
Yes.
what's on your mind?
The question that you asked about we're supposed to be the United States of America. We are the United States of America, and each one of us are citizens of that country. But we operate under the Constitution, and the Constitution gives the authority to organize the process of voting to each state. And that's why you got 50 different ways of doing it, because each state decides they're going to do it the way they want to do it.
Mhm.
And Georgia is making a decision about how they want to do it. And we don't do it that way in California. But we know why they're doing it in Georgia, the same reason they're doing it in all the other states. Republicans are trying to stay in control as a minority because they know they will be outvoted by the Democrats all over. So they are rigging the system in their states to make it difficult for people to vote. Not stopping them from voting, but make it difficult.
Right.
And that's the process is that we are looking at, I am looking, let me speak for me. I'm looking at, they're saying they're making these different situations difficult, okay? And they're looking for the John Lewis bill to help offset that situation, I was told.
Yes. And
Well,
that's because
go ahead, please.
That's because if you have a right as a federal citizen to vote, and the states then do something that causes you to be discriminated against, the federal government has the authority to make a law, which is the John Lewis law, that says that the attorney general can step in and tell the state, you can't do that. And if the state don't like it, they can go to court, to the federal court, and show that the federal government is out of hand and is stepping on the Constitution that allows the states to make their own rules. So it allows for federal intervention in discriminatory actions by states. And if it shows that the state has a rule that is working against black people or against minorities in any other category, those people can go to the federal government and ask them to step in and stop the state from doing that.
Question here would be, and is that when we talk about taking to the state courts, aren't these the courts that Donald Trump appointed these judges?
The federal court. He doesn't appoint state court judges. He appoints federal. President does federal government. There's two governments that you operate under. You're a citizen of Michigan, and you're a citizen of the United States. Michigan has the Constitution, and they have rules that you have to guideline. Californians don't have to do that unless we come to Michigan. Now, as a Californian, I'm a federal citizen just like you. So when I come to Michigan, I bring my federal rights there. And if Michigan does anything that messes with my federal rights, then I can go to the federal government to stop Michigan from doing that to me.
How many judges did President Trump appoint?
Probably several hundred.
And these were federal judges, correct?
Federal judges.
Okay. Now you've already told
who only administer federal law, not state law.
Okay. And these are the judges that you've informed us early on that we don't have to worry about because they are Trump appointees, that they're still going to have to do the right thing somewhat. We have to trust that they will maintain their integrity. Is that right?
Yes.
That's all we got. Okay. Miss Michelle.
Yeah.
Can I say the last name Broham?
Michelle Broten.
Broten,
in Detroit,
Broten.
Michigan.
Broten. That was a song about a Broham. Broham. I keep thinking about Broham.
Broham Cadillac. I had one of them too.
Okay. Mr. You say you got one of them too. Mr. Brazil?
Yes.
How is the COVID situation going on in the Bay Area?
We're rolling. We're getting the shots out. Things are moving real good. We're trying to get the schools open right now and get the economy going back up. Some people are not happy because they still want to go to their restaurants and bars and everything. But our governor and the other elected officials are saying, no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to be like the people down in Florida that are stupid. They want to go out and party, and now they're bringing about the fourth spike is now jumping up, and we don't want that in California. We're working our way out of this bad boy.
All right. Well, you guys hold on. We're going to take that commercial break, and we will be right back after these commercial breaks. Remember, announcements. Family, remember, Talk Beat Jones, we're on the air at 10 o'clock on a Wednesday. When it's Wednesday, we're live from 10 to 1. From 10 to, I want to go to 1 o'clock, Tim. Can I go to 1? He says, from 10 to 11 every Wednesday, we're live. Share us. We'll be back after these commercial announcements.
We have an array of products to assist you in all your beauty or body needs. Do you want curly, soft, beautiful hair? Well, try our Relaxer line, designed to leave your hair soft, silky, and full of body. Or would you like beautiful, straight, shiny, long-lasting hair? Well, try our Cherry or Extreme Hold Spritz with our Cream Shine. It's guaranteed to give you that look you want. How about dry, achy feet or legs that you can't seem to keep moisturized? Well, try our African Shea Butter Foot Lotion. We have many products to help you with all phases of your beauty and body needs. For a full list of all our products, please visit our website at www.aeasysilk.com or call us at 313-277-2319.
Hi, this is LaWanda.
This is R.J. Watkins.
Coming to you to bring you some information about the #1 detox in the nation, Lemon Burn. Lemon Burn helps to turn the fat into fit. It's for you, a happier, healthier you, because you know healthy is the new beautiful. An all-natural way to improve your health. It promotes a healthy digestive system, attacks and reduces belly fat, as well as gives you energy. And to get yours today, call 313-868-6612.
Don't forget to exercise and eat right.
Watch WHPR and TV 33 when you want, where you want, how you want. WHPR is now in your pocket. Download our free app by going to the App Store or Google Play and enter WHPR TV in the search engine. And there we are. You can download WHPR TV or radio. You heard about it. Now come be a part of it. Roku, Detroit, worldwide. Approximately 8 million viewers. We at Watkins Broadcasting care about the health and safety of our viewers and listeners. During this novel coronavirus pandemic, please protect yourself and others. Wash your hands well and often. Avoid touching your face. Cough and sneeze into your sleeve. Practice social distancing. Stay at least 6 feet away from others when in public and only leave the house when it's essential. Stay safe. You are important to us.
You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones and us. You know, this is the Talk Beat Jones, and again, family, we really, really appreciate you sharing and liking the program. And as I'm going about and I'm thinking, April is upon us, and we have been regrowing, rebuilding, restructuring the Talk Beat Jones so that we're going to now come out to shoot in October. No, I'm getting ahead of myself. In April. And we'll have, so that you can see Michelle, and you'll be able to see Leo, a picture of them as they talk, when they talk sometimes, so you can know who those voices are. And we're getting ready to come out to shoot, firing nothing but solid, great information. Mr. Leo Brazil.
Yes, sir.
You are a person that is right there in Oakland, California, When you look out your doorstep, your windows from the mountaintop, what do you see?
I see a beautiful day and
not
a
the land,
beautiful breeze.
not the landscaping, not the landscape, but the people and the process and the policies.
Well, the Bay Area is a very progressive area of California and Northern California. There's Northern California, Southern California. Northern California is dominated by the Bay Area, the biggest geographic area in terms of population. And so we have our triangular cities here, San Jose, this is in Silicon Valley, San Francisco, which is on the peninsula, and Oakland over on the East Bay side of the Bay Area. And so there's a lot of fertilization going on among those areas. And we have two great universities, Stanford and
I guess, wait.
Berkeley.
Leo. Not the internal, I'm talking about the people, the politics. When you look out and see the people walking down the street, when you see the people riding down the streets, are they
They're
happy?
like anybody else.
Are they happy?
Just like anybody else. Same way you look out and see Detroit, they got a variety of people out there with a variety of views.
Mm-hmm. Michelle.
Yes.
When you look out your door, when you ride the streets in Detroit, what do you see in your city?
Multicultural. I see people booming around, trying to get back to some normal something. So opening day for us is Thursday, and now the mayor said they
wait. Opening day. Remember, we have people, folks. We have to remember, folks. We're not just talking to us, or we're not talking to folks in Detroit. We have a live streaming in which. Let me remind folks. We have the Comcast cable, 700,000 households. Folks are doing this. They're going through it. They're looking. They stop. They see. They don't know who the heck you are. They don't know who the heck I am, where I'm at. We have to tell them. So it's Comcast cable, 700,000 households. Roku, over 8 million viewers. So if we don't have but 200,000 folks of the Roku, those are folks that don't know us. We have to continue to let them know where we are, who we are. The app, the smartphone, the Amazon, the Fire, the TV, Google, the UHF, we have the 15.2, the et cetera, et cetera. So we have to constantly, every week, we want folks to know that that person is Michelle, that person is Leo, that person is Billy, that person, and we have that telephone line, that 868-0351, so that anyone can call in and talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Michelle Broden in Detroit, Michigan. And when I look out my window or I'm out and about, I see multicultural group of folks. I see people, businesses trying to open up at half capacity in Detroit, Michigan. On Thursday, baseball, this is our spring, so this opening day for baseball in Detroit for the Detroit Tigers. And the businesses are trying to be user-friendly, but now the mayor said because in Detroit COVID spike is going up, they cannot tailgate downtown, so only people with tickets can go. So I still see people walking around. They have their mask on, trying to be safe, but I also see them with spring fever too.
Okay. Now, when I go through and I look out, I see folks struggling. I see folks that are still wondering what tomorrow is going to bring for them. I see the folks that are trying to find their way. When I say this, family around the world, when I say trying to find their way, I mean there's confusion because are you going to work? Are you going to get your unemployment? What are you going to do with your stimulus check? How is this going to work out for me? All of these particular situations now, am I going to, we're talking about the time to talk about elections. Who are we going to elect? Who's going to run? We got all these things going on. Then it turns out that we got folks saying, I've got my shot. You got yours? No? Well, what are we going to do? I don't know. I've got 2 shots. You got 1? You have none? We're having these various different things going on as we're still trying to get back to normal. And the process, again, is these stores, the businesses are opening. They're saying half is not enough. When I envisioned my business and I did my business planning, it was planning for X amount of dollars to come in for X amount of employees, et cetera, et cetera. And my people that I'm buying my materials, I have a budget for that. All of these things in a state of confusion right now. Hold on, please. Caller, you're live on the Talk B. Jones. I am Billy Jones, and I welcome your call. And your first name, please. Where are you calling from?
Sylvia Slaxo Sligo.
Oh, speak a little louder, babe. Speak a little louder.
Sylvia. Okay, Sylvia.
I can't hear.
You still? I don't know what's going on.
That's okay. Don't worry, Sylvia. I'll take care of it here.
Here, because I can hear you good.
Okay. I got to try.
I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead now.
I can hear you guys real clear.
You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Good. Talk to me.
Okay, good. Now, from what I'm seeing,
That's not going to come out here.
With the boycott, they're going after all the major, huge companies, broad-based, big companies in Atlanta to boycott these companies. And they are already getting feedback from Coca-Cola and other companies that's going along with the protesting and the boycotters. Even a baseball league is wanting to change their venue to another area, so they're going to lose money from having that ball playing game too. So it looks like they already starting to get results from other companies, and Boston Globe players want to move their all-star games. So, hey, I think we should take some pages out of their book and start using it here in the D.
Okay.
Yeah, so it looks like it's already starting to work in their favor, the people against this, voting suppression.
Up.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all. I just wanted to add my 2 cents because I want.
Tell me, Sylvia, tell me, did you have an opportunity to listen or hear what the mayor of Detroit is talking about in terms of what is available for the citizens of Detroit when it comes time to deal with their water situation, their foreclosure situation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Did you hear that?
Yes. I got some phone numbers. They're not in my hands right now, but you can hit the city website.
Wait. I'm not trying to hit the... Wait. We're not trying to do that. My program is we get the information, and I'm trying to ask you, did you hear... Could you kind of summarize? He said that if you got a problem with your mortgage, if you got a problem with your rent, if you got a problem with your water, and all these things that people talking about and I don't say people turn off because we experience that here. But he's saying that there is a way that you can have help for that now. Is that correct?
Right. That's what I was trying to tell you. According to the mayor's mouthpiece, he's saying that when
not the mayor's mouthpiece. Let us be clear.
Oh, you're talking about the people.
I'm talking about the words that came out of the mouth of the mayor of Detroit. I listened to the mayor speak on Minister Malik Shabazz show.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. According to Mayor Duggan, he's saying that there is rental assistance. There's turn your water back on assistance. He even claimed they went out to somebody's house and fixed the pipes because they couldn't turn the water on because the pipes were so corroded.
Okay.
And he says that all they have to do is hit up the website for the city, and they can get the assistance for the rental, eviction prevention, and so-called water turn-on. You can get it turned back on. Whether that's true or not,
well, it is.
According to the Warriors, they're saying that people are still getting shut off and they haven't had their water turned back on.
Well, according to the mayor, there should be, if you've had your water turned off, there's agencies that can get the water turned on, and agencies that can make it so that your water is not turned off. Now, is that true? It's coming from the mayor, the elected official. Now, we say we have warriors, water warriors, we do. We have other
Yes.
activists doing other things. But the person that is with Minister Malik Shabazz's show, the mayor said that we have these spaces for people to come and have these situations handled. Michelle,
Yes, he did.
can you help me? Or am I stepping in deep waters all by myself?
Well, again, the mayor made that statement. It's up to us to force him to make it true.
Okay.
I understand what Sylvia is saying, that because I have neighbors as well who are suffering. But again, he came out in the public, made those statements. Let's make him do the job.
Okay. So I got Sylvia and I got Michelle. And like I said, I knew I was stepping a little deep. I needed a little help. And Sylvia?
Yes.
Before you go, stay on the line. I want you to develop a poem for us, or poetry, before you go. I'll give you a couple of 3 minutes to get it together.
Fine.
Okay, don't do it now, but just come back when I come back to you. Stay with me, and I'll come back to you, okay?
All right.
Well, I want you to understand that this is a young lady that years ago, many years ago, before she became famous on other shows, I classified her as the Angela Davis for the way that she brought it live, uncut, unfiltered, no chaser. But Mr. Leo Brazil,
Yes, sir.
we have you, and I need to know, when the Panthers were doing the 10-point situation, how did that work out, or what was that about? The Black
What was
Panthers, I'm
that?
speaking of, family.
That was the 10-point demands that the party was making of the officials, state, federal, and local,
This
of
is
what they wanted
this
for their black community here in Oakland, California.
would
It
you
was
would
specific to Oakland, California, but it branched out all over the country, and everybody had their own particular demands in their particular areas. But the 10 points was like what we want and what we stand for.
what brought about the Panthers coming up with the 10-point situation? And would you I'm just saying 10-point, and people looking at me and saying, what the heck is he talking about? He ain't saying nothing 10. Would you explain to folks what the 10-point situation was with the Black Panthers?
Black Panther Party was formed against police oppression here in Oakland, California. And so when you go out and say you are an organization, you got to say what you stand for. These 10 points were what they stood for. They said they wanted employment, they wanted education, they wanted housing, they wanted people released from the prisons. They had 10 points that they said they stood for.
And was the breakfast program for the community, was that developed before the 10-point or after the 10-point was implemented?
No, the 10 points was the beginning. In other words, this is what we stand for.
Gotcha.
Now, there's another thing over here, another thing that we're going to do. Since we stand for the community, this is what we are going to do. We are going to demand that the government do certain things, but this is what we're going to do. And one of the things they demanded the government to do is to feed the children, the poor children who was leaving home with no breakfast and going to school and falling asleep or not being able to pay attention. So since the government is not going to do that, we're going to show you how it's done. And they started using the churches and the basements and any place they could gather and cook food for children, and children could come there and eat before they go to school in the morning. That's where the breakfast program came out after the 10-point program announced the party.
And it was very effective, is that correct?
Yeah, they had that in the healthcare area. We had a sickle cell problem in the black community, so they started doing sickle cell screening and everything. You could go in and get you couldn't go to the doctor because you didn't have a medical plan, but you could go down to the sickle cell place and at least get your children checked to see if they had sickle cell. So it's just any program that somebody wanted to bring about, if we could organize around it, that's what we did and put it out in the community in some space.
And I, too, was a person that dealt with the sickle cell with the doctors there. Jones Asides, we held...
You're breaking up. So
the Jones Asides, we held a format for folks to come and be tested for sickle cell with the Sickle Cell Foundation. What else was the breakfast program expanded to? Was it started in Oakland, or was it already there in other parts of the country? Do you know?
No, it started in Oakland with the Panthers, and Ronald Reagan and the states took it over because it was so successful. All of a sudden, everybody was worried, all these children, these parents coming down there to the breakfast program, and they said, oh, no, we got to stop this. And so they started through the welfare program and everything else to come up with, food stamps and all these other kind of programs that was out there. They took it over and basically started feeding kids. If you qualified, you could go to your local school. You didn't have to stop at the Panther Church or the basement. You could go straight to your cafeteria after school, and they would feed you if you were qualified under the program.
So the template for the breakfast programs was started by the Black Panthers out of Oakland, California.
Yes.
Okay. Michelle.
Yes.
Are you there?
I am here.
I'm doing the program a little different today, folks. Michelle, when you hear what we're speaking of today, what goes through your mind?
That every time we come up with something good, somebody takes it away. But I do remember, I wasn't in Oakland, California. I was in Detroit, Michigan. And they had a Black Panther chapter here as well, because Detroit, Michigan also had hungry children that were going to school that was distracted by the hunger.
Listen to this word.
And the Black Panther community and that program came to Detroit as well to service those families that needed their help.
And young lady, would you talk to me about your experience, because you are an activist yourself, Sylvia?
With the experience of school and lunching.
Speak a little louder. Speak a little louder. You got to talk louder. You're low.
Okay, which
breaking up.
am I talking about?
It's okay. That's your end, Leo. It's okay on this end.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I can hear you, but I remember reading about it, but I don't remember going through that, experiences. But I did read about how the Black Panthers were serving the communities that were in need.
And Michelle?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I meant to come back to you. And do you have a poem ready for us, Potential?
I sure do.
Give it to me. Make sure it's loud.
Okay. With all that we're going.
Get in your microphone. Eat that. Bite into that phone so I can hear you. I know it's a little different.
I'm talking as loud as I can. You guys, it must be. I can hear you clearly.
Okay, but try me now.
Okay, I'll try you now. It's called Faith. With all that we're going through, I'm going to do one on faith. Faith, activate, inspire, teach, empower each. Mm-hmm. Help unify, practice Kwanzaa every day in your life. It's the right formula. Makes you stronger. Faith finds, defines, refines, and unblinds. Embrace faith. Faith energy has been created inside you and me by the divine, so that our light will forever shine.
Wonderful, wonderful. Leo,
yes,
have you watched? Have you seen anything about the George Floyd situation?
Yes, I'm a lawyer, so I'm not going to sit there and listen to all of that stuff, because it's not interesting to me, Mm-hmm. But I hear the news and see what the responses is that everybody is talking about, the various witnesses and so forth. But I'm waiting for the defense to come on and see what they have to say, because the prosecution, you don't have to spend a day in law school to be able to prosecute this case. Everybody saw what was going on. Just play the tape.
I believe that there is something that I didn't see before. I didn't see the martial art guy testify before. I believe that you're summarizing the way a lot of folks are feeling, that it's already been there. But the question that I do have, and help me, And Michelle and Sylvia, I'm going to let you comment as well. But Leo Brazil, BA, if you have 12 folks on a jury, and I'm just getting to the bottom line, if you have 12 people on the jury in America, and one person says not guilty, what happens then?
It's a hung jury.
And when it's a
meaning
hung,
that you got to retry.
now, so if you have to go through a retrial, and you come up with 12 jurors, and one again says not guilty, that's the second time, what happens?
Retrial again.
That's
or give up. Just
or give
say
up.
We ain't gonna do it.
So this is what I'm saying.
The attorney has to decide.
So this is what I'm wanting America and the world to see and to understand how the system works, folks. Just because you say he's on trial, just because you say, oh, we got the video, we can see. No, to me, you got 12 people in the end, and it don't take but one.
That's right.
To
and
stop
that's what the defense is trying to do.
Exactly. So I want the folks
that's exactly what they're trying to do, is to say, if I can convince one juror to not convict my man, then I have won, because I can't convince 12 people that he didn't do what he did, because they put it on there. The man laid on that man's neck for almost 10 minutes.
Okay, hold on. Michelle?
Yes.
What's your thoughts?
My thought is I'm kind of like Mr. Brazil. I need to wait and see what the defense is doing. And it's just sad that that's a story in 2020, 2021 in our community. It's more than sad.
When you
because
say
I'm a daughter of a father, a mother of two sons, grandsons. I just can't. It's a lot. It's heavy.
Okay, Sylvia.
I'll go along with
Come on, talk up.
I'm going along with what the sister's saying. I have a son and a grandson, and it is horrific for me to witness such things going on in this world today.
Okay. So we are looking at this trial, and do you think in your reality world, Mr. Leo Brazil, that the defense will have anything to convince America, not the jurors, but America, that this man is not guilty?
No, but he don't care about America. All he cares about is the 12 people that's in that box. All I need to do is convince one of them not to drink the water that the prosecution has put on the table for them to drink. In other words, I can sprinkle a little goober dust in that water and say that water is not clear. You know, that one person can sit in that box and say, I don't care what you other 11 say, I don't believe it. I'm not drinking that water. And therefore, the judge has to say, we got to start all over again, district attorney, go back and decide whether or not you want to bring me another case. And he can keep doing that. And that's the only defense that I see. If I was his attorney and I was defending him, I would say, man, based on what I see in front of us, that tape and everything, you a dead skunk. And so I got to do everything I can to convince somebody on that jury that will say, I'm for the police. In other words, I want a person on there that maybe the wife of a policeman that says, no, that might be my husband. They're trying to do that. And therefore, I'm not going to vote for this. I'm sorry.
Leo, it sounds like you've had some experience in picking jurors or defending folks or something of that nature.
Yeah, I've done plenty of trials over the 30 years that I practiced law. So all you want is that one presidential person. You want that one
break it down.
That one jury that's going to nullify you see what they did in the Rodney King case. We saw the tape on Rodney King, but what did they do when they got with the policeman?
But
state law, they went in there and said, no, Rodney King was the bad guy.
So as an attorney, you really don't care if he's guilty or not. All you care about is getting him off.
Right, the attorney, no matter what, I'm there to defend you. I'm there to, if you tell me you didn't do it and I'm there to defend you, that's my job. And the prosecutor's job is to prosecute you beyond a reasonable doubt. So when we get to voir dire, as we call it, the jury, we ask them questions about their beliefs and what they feel, and can they, set aside their prejudices and all that other kind of stuff. And if we don't like them and don't want them on, we get to challenge them and say, I challenge Mr. Jones, and I don't think you can go home. Well, you only get so many challenges, so you can't do that forever.
Question,
so you got to be very careful about using your challenges.
Oh, he's wound up. Here we go. What if I have a mole? When I say a mole, and I'm going to come to you, Michelle, and come to you just a moment. If I have a mole, that is a person walking the door that's coming to the jury pool who know, I don't care what they say, I'm going to not convict this man. They got six white. They have 6 white women. They have X amount of white men. What do you think out of those 6 to 8 folks? Do you think all 8 of those are going to be convinced that he is?
Don't know.
Don't know.
You can't determine by looking at a person or seeing what their color is. You got to ask them questions.
Okay, Michelle, what do you think?
Yes. A good attorney can weed out the people that are prejudiced. They're supposed to listen to the facts. But like Mr. Brazil said, you don't know what people will flip on you, but they're supposed to be asked questions. And then as an attorney, you're supposed to be able to judge their character.
Okay. Thank you. Sylvia, I want to thank you very much for joining us today, and hopefully you'll join us back again next week, okay?
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, and we'll get that phone situated right for you. I know what I did. It's my fault. I take full responsibility as I locked in 2 other calls, which took away the volume from your call. I'm sorry, okay?
Okay, I do understand.
Thank you. We love you. Bye-bye now.
We love you, too.
Bye-bye. Michelle, give me your last goodbyes and your last thoughts.
Enjoy this weekend. Enjoy the spring. Last thoughts. Family, be safe. Do what you can to stay safe. Detroit is coming back. And I will talk with you next week.
Sounds good. All right. Mr. Leo Bazil, your last comment, your goodbyes, please.
Everybody should get their shots if they want them. If they don't want them, then fine, don't get them, but stay away from my house. If you come to my house, wear a mask, and we will still maintain our distances inside, but outside we'll get together and have lunch, and because it's springtime and we can sit out on the curb now in all the restaurants that are opening up.
All right, got to go. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Leo Brazil, and Michelle, and Sylvia was there today, and of course you, the world. We appreciate you. Continue to like and share, and again, remember, if it's on Wednesday, it's live. Talk Beat Jones, Billy E. Jones from 10 to 11. Love you. Bye now. Have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones, and